there seems to be this trend of women in their 40s and even older who are dating younger dudes. You kind of touched on it, that these guys are approaching more, what have you.
Uh-huh.
So Kim Kardashian, 41 years old, dates Pete Davidson now, a fuck boy, some people may say, 28 years old. Britney Spears just got married. If I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah. She's 40. She married a 28-year-old. Okay. And then you got Madonna out there, 63 years old, coming out and publicly saying, I will not date a guy older than 30. She's just banging 20-something-year-old guys out there galore. Okay.
I love it.
What is happening right here? That these young, not as, they're not the breadwinners. The women are the breadwinners. Walk us through the mindset of why these women want these younger men.
Not often the breadwinners. Sometimes they are, but not often. You're correct. I'll tell you what's happening. There's a lot of women right now that are keeping shape. Where I'm going to use myself as an example. I don't know what Kim Kardashian's doing. Like very energetic, exercise, workout, take care of my body. I got like energy. I'm like the Energizer Bunny all the time. And a lot of men have let themselves go. There's a lot of older men that have just let themselves go. They don't exercise. They got the belly, the big fat belly. They're lazy. They're sitting on the couch. They're unmotivated. They're like, it's almost like they're like 10 years deep into a marriage, only they're not married. They're just sitting around. They're not motivated. And a lot of these younger men, they're motivated. They're ambitious. They're energetic. They're at the gym. They're like, hey, let's do this. Let's do that. They're making the most of life. That's very sexy and that's very, very appealing. So I wasn't looking for a younger man. Like I said, this is the first younger man I've ever dated. It's not a pattern for me. In fact, it's quite the opposite. But what I was attracted to was his spark and energy for life. And there's a lot of very passionate, very capable, very energetic women out there that aren't finding a compatible man in their age bracket. So they're just gravitating toward that energy. And that's coming in the form of a younger man.
And so do you think this is going to become more prevalent as women start to make more money, be able to, the more money you make, the more you can afford a personal trainer, the more you can afford maybe to get some work done, whatever, you're doing your thing. And if men, their age group or even older, are letting themselves go fat, bald, unattractive, what have you, they're like, fuck it, I'm going to bang the 28-year-old
Well, that's why I'm
boy.
telling you it's not just about money. Like a guy who has money, though. I'm saying a guy who has money, that's great. Financial stability is a positive thing. It means you were ambitious in life. You went for something. You achieved it. That's admirable. But you could be a rich guy sitting at home with a beer gut, sitting on watching Netflix or playing whatever. You're not attractive. You're not attractive. I will take a younger, ambitious, motivated man who doesn't have as much in the bank at all, but is living life and who wants to go out and do things. And hey, let's take the kid here and I will take that any day.
Lesson.
I take him with the prenup.
Okay, fellas out there, your comfort zone will kill you. Do not get too comfortable in your marriage is what I'm hearing. You're 40 years old, you've been married for 10 years, you've got a couple kids. I'm married. I make all the money. Where's she going, buddy? We just learned the hard way. 10
years younger. That's where she's going.
Yeah,
but they always talk about women. You talked about women getting surgery. You said, women getting surgery. Yeah. And you always talk about women like maintaining their beauty because there is a separate societal standard for appearances when it comes to women. There's an expectation on women that I remember sitting on TV sets and everybody was worried about my hair and makeup. And there was a fat bald guy next to me. I was like, you're not worried about what he looks like.
What were they going to do?
Happens all the time. So put that on men. Put that on men and say, you know what, guys? You want your woman to be happy? You got to take care of your shit too. It's not just on us. I got to dye my hair. I got to do this. What about you? You got that beer gut hanging out.
Not me. Video game.
Not you, but it happens.
Who are you talking about? Roger Ailes?
That shit happens. He had plenty of beer gut on him.
So Adam, as there's clearly a global movement of equality gap.
Yeah.
I'm not here to you're the statistic person. I don't know
not according to Sean.
I don't know how large the gap was 100 years ago to what the gap is today in power. Forget money. Let's use the word power. Between male and female. That used to be a huge gap. The gap is closing.
For sure.
Is there also, and I'm asking to you guys, is there also maybe something that's happening subconsciously like, fuck that. Why the fuck do they get to be the ones that date 10, 15? This is our time. We're closing the gap on everything. And in fact, we don't even need you, old rich guy. I'm going to make my own money, go get the young rich dick. Or the young broke dick. But it's good dick, and he's better looking than you, and I got the money. So maybe there's a piece of the power gap closing that creates that trend as well.
I don't think you're wrong.
Or maybe
women are more empowered than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe what
you find me a hot 52-year-old with money.
What we're doing with that power is possibly, creating healthier relationships, and whoever can bring that to the table, right? Because we are no longer existing because of survival. We're now in a space where we can choose our mate from a different criterion other than their cash, because we now have financial independence,
Nice.
financial balance.
Yes.
So you need to bring a little bit more to the table than money. You need to. Right. If you know, unless the younger guys, so not only sometimes just moving between older and younger men and dating, what I find in my small pool is that not only, I don't know, the physical shape seems to be the same in the age groups for me. It seems that these younger men, they've never been married before. They haven't, dated women, so closely. So they're not as emotionally damaged, right? So they're more open to create, a healthy relationship, and they've probably been educated a little bit differently in terms of male and female relationships. So they just talk and move a little bit different than the older guys who think that, I can date and marry whoever, whenever I feel like it. Whereas in these younger guys, to me, they seem to be valuing, family a little bit more. That's what I'm seeing.
Now, are you speaking from experience?
I'm speaking from experience.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Meaning young guys are hollering at you. And
Yes,
you're
young
entertaining
men
it.
definitely slide in
Whereas
my DMs.
sliding.
Slide in there. Heavy on the sliding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heavy.
Heavy on the D?
By the way,
Heavy
we've
on
got
heavy on the
D.
sliding. I'll say.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire Saucecast, click right here.